To work out the antiderivative here, we're going to use substitution. But we're going to use substitution together with the fact that we know that sine squared of x, so there's that hint, sine squared of x plus cosine squared of x is equal to 1. And so one idea is to solve for cosine squared of x, okay? And when you solve for cosine squared of x, you're going to get cosine squared of x equals 1 minus sine squared of x, right? And so we're gonna do a replacement, thinking of rewriting this antiderivative. We have sine squared of x, okay, and then times cosine squared of x times cosine of x dx. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to replace this cosine squared of x with this expression, 1 minus sine squared of x. And so then when you do that, let me scooch this up. Okay, we now have sine squared of x times 1 minus sine squared of x. All right, and then we have this leftover cosine of x dx. And now that you have this situation, we can just go ahead with the u substitution. We let u be sine of x, and then that would mean du is cosine x dx. And so we have a lot of replacements to make in our integrand. So we're going to have, let me scooch that up. Now this integral becomes u squared times 1 minus u squared. And then instead of cosine of x dx, we just replace that with du. Okay, so again, looking back here, we have everywhere you have a sine of x, we're going to replace with u. And that's why we replaced sine of x here with u, and that's how we get u squared. We replace the sine of x here with the u, and that's how we get 1 minus u squared. And then we replaced cosine of x dx with, right, du. And so this integral right here, or this computing this antiderivative, that is now just a function that's just a polynomial in u. And so we can just use like the power rule and all those things. So going through it, you can rewrite this. What we're going to do is we're going to distribute u squared times 1 minus u squared times u squared. So that's going to give us u squared minus u to the 4th du, and we just use the power rule here. So we're going to get u cubed over 3 minus u to the 5th over 5 plus c, and then we back substitute all the u's. We're going to replace back with sine of x. And so our final antiderivative is going to be sine cubed of x over 3 minus sine to the 5th of x over 5 plus c.